ladies and gents. I hope you're keeping fantastic. And I understand 3/4 of Nairobians are in Naivasha, right? So just in case your girlfriend has been taken to Naivasha by a Subaru boy, not to worry. Hii ni sherehe na haitaki hasira, right? Anyway, allow me to officially welcome you to another fantastic episode of the Hot Topic Central. We have so much, literally so much to talk about. And as usual, this show is going to be pure vibes. Kama kawa, kama down. My name is Valentina, and of course, I'll be your host. It's tea time. Let us talk about Otile Brown. I love to call him the boo of the bullets simply because every single song from Otile Brown makes you want to fall in love. And you already know the situation in Nairobi these days is pretty tricky. Falling in love is one of the biggest risks you can ever do with yourself, but leave to Otile Brown to make you want to have a boo so bad. Now that's why I call him the boo of the bullets. Now he decided to make headlines this week. No, he doesn't have a new song out, and also he is not fighting or having another scandal with this girl that I love to call the love of his life, Nabayet. Now here's the deal. His barber decided to reveal that Otile Brown actually pays him 100,000 every week for cutting his hair. And I was like, which hair is this that we are cutting for 100,000? He went ahead to reveal that these sessions are done either in his house or during his music sessions. He doesn't actually go to the barbershop, and I can actually understand that. But 100,000 for every session? What am I doing in this career? What am I seriously doing in this career? All I need to do is learn how to cut hair, and I only need one client, Otile Brown. That's it. God, from my mouth to your ears. Now let us talk about Zari the boss lady. We don't call her a boss lady for no reason at all, because this girl is actually where the money resides. Just the other day she was confirmed as Tanzanian tourism ambassador, and when we thought that was all, something else popped up. Now she's going to be part of the first ever African reality show on Netflix, and it's titled Young, Famous and African. I repeat, young. She's 40, by the way. I guess they tried to be young at heart, but yeah, famous and African. And also, what's more exciting is the fact that Diamond Platnumz, who's actually the father of her children, is gonna be part of the reality as well. You see what I meant when I said these people know how to actually make money and chase the bag and make opportunities happen? Now, when Diamond Platnumz was saying that he's a go-getter, he wasn't joking. Africans, stand up, because this reality is going to make us binge watch on Netflix. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Seriously speaking. Shidani, is Diamond speaking that English? Because
like the reason why they call me Simba, because I'm a type of aggressive person. Like, I'm a go get her. Whatever I want, I go get it. Like that's the lion spirit. Like,
we need opportunity subtitle. Go get her. If you know, you know. You see, I've said this so many times, how relationships in Nairobi nowadays are so hard, but also when I see some of the things that are happening in Hollywood, then I'm like, you know what, it's not just Nairobi. This thing is actually a global pandemic, worse than the virus. Now here's the thing, I don't know how long you need to keep forgiving a man who's just playing you and making you look like Boo Boo the Fool in public until you decide that it's finally over. Now let's talk about Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson real quick. Now Tristan has been doing the most for the longest time. Man has been caught cheating not once, not twice, not thrice, and Khloe just kept taking him back. And I'm not gonna blame Khloe, because as women, there's a problem. Now, turns out they have decided to officially call it quits, and the reason is the rumors and the scandals and the accusations and the cheating scandals have just been too much. She can't take it no more. And I'm out here wondering, did Kim Kardashian just break up with Kanye just the other day? Did Kris Jenner and Bruce Jenner split as well? Okay. Did Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick also break up? And now Khloe and Tristan. I mean, Kardashians can keep no man, but at least they're rich. They win on one side, but they can't keep nobody. No one at all. Well, that's pretty much what your favorite celebs have been out here doing. Of course, Kamakawa, some of them have to be messy with a capital M, some are thriving. Which side are you on? Now, we're about to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. And we're coming back with a guest who's gonna make you want to call your ex. I'm trying to think of my own, and I can't call those people. They're probably in the zoo somewhere. Yeah. But are you gonna call yours? See you after this break. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, I told you the second part of the show is going to be even more fantastic than what you had at the beginning, because right about now I'm super excited, honored, and over the moon about to leave my seat as I introduce the oh so talented, beautiful, all that and so much more, Nikita Kering.
Hello.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
You know what? I cannot get over your last song, X, and I just feel like the way we always say, give our artists their flowers when they're still here. We have a flower for
Wow.
you. No, seriously, we do have. Can you pass Nikita's flowers, please? Because yo, this girl.
These actual flowers.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, actually, Nikita is so deserving. Here you go.
Thank you.
This is because we love you so much and we think you're so incredible.
Thank you.
Yes, so you
That's
can
so
put them at the
sweet.
side and then you
Okay,
can
okay.
go water them.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah.
I've not received flowers from.
Welcome to the Hot
TV.
Topic Center. Yeah, it happens.
Thank you.
That song is so amazing. It's close to 500,000 views. If you do not even know what I'm talking about, just go to YouTube and check out Nikita Kering X. Right?
Yeah.
Let us talk about that song and also what was going on in your mind when you was doing the song, because you've helped us communicate so much that we could not say.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the song is about this girl who is like in and out of a toxic relationship and is giving it one more chance in the hopes that it will be different. And so she's like talking to the guy and she's like, yo, I'm serious about this. I'm not trying to be your ex, so don't call me if you're not trying to be serious about this situation. So
Yeah.
that's basically the story of the song.
Yeah.
What was going on through my mind is just like how people are making fun of like toxic relationships, and I'm like, toxic relationships, like, it's interesting when it's not you.
Yeah.
But when it's you, it's devastating. So yeah, it was just a real life experience, not my real life, but telling someone else's story,
Yeah.
and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
When I debunk the line by line, you're gonna get so tired, but it was fun and going with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's pretty much what so many people go through in their relationships. You're in and out. You want to go, but you're like, okay, let me try it one more time.
Facts.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
where so many people. I think that's why we can all relate to the song, because I've been there, done that. You know, when you listen, you're like, been there. This is Mrs.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking for me.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's what I try to achieve as a musician.
Yeah. And you have your first EP
Yeah.
dropping very soon.
Very
Actually,
soon.
this Friday.
This Friday.
This Side of Me.
Mhm.
Which side of you are we talking about?
We're talking about a side of me that's vulnerable. I think when people see me in the professional realm and the professional area, like, I sound like very one-dimensional, very work-minded, blah blah blah. But now we have this whole side of me that's extremely vulnerable, extremely emotional, and yeah, for me, it was showing this side of me that I don't open to people normally. Yeah,
Alright.
that's the story of the EP.
So are you indirectly also trying to encourage other people to open up? Because we live in an era where now it's easier to block
Yeah.
as opposed to show how you're feeling,
Yeah.
because you're scared of how they're going to take it.
I mean, that could be one way to look at it. I personally, when I release music, I never want to give people just my point of view. I want someone to listen to the song and be like, oh my gosh, I can relate to it, to see it in their own story, to be able to take X and put their story within X and relate with it in their own way. I never want to generalize, because in no way is there a world that everyone's story is the same.
Same, yeah.
So yeah, for me, whichever way people decide to take the EP, you do you, as long as you love it, as long as you relate with it, I'm satisfied.
All right. Speaking of the EP and the body of work and the amount of work you've put into it to finally have this beautiful baby that you're about to drop, let us talk about how the journey has been in putting all of this together, and also where you was drawing some of your inspirations as you went along the work.
This EP has been in the works for a very, very long time, because I think I'm such a perfectionist. Like, it's serious. It even becomes a problem sometimes. I was working on it the whole of last year, and my mom was like, seriously, just release this thing. We are tired of waiting for you. just do it. And then I gave it out. I gave out what I had, what was there, and what you guys still haven't seen. And I was like, yeah, have it. And let's just call it aside of me and let's finish with it. Because every time I overthink something, I ruin the creative part of it. So even when you listen to like X, there's so many ideas that are put together, like the harmonies and the background, that people don't, like someone who's not musically literate, they don't really hear it. They don't understand the harmonies that are behind and the amount of work I put in to make it sound that way. I'm sure if I were to give people the beat and just me singing the song straight as it is without any background vocals, there's someone out there who still won't tell the difference.
Yeah.
However, my brand and my name Nikita is a representation of that extra oomph that has to be added. And so in every way, in every sense, the time I have taken to do this was just to give it a signature of Nikita.
All right.
Yeah.
And you successfully managed to do that because that song and almost everything we've had from you is out of this world gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, Kenyans have we're used to a certain tone and kind of music, and we love, just vibe, and
I understand.
Sometimes we don't think too deep into our songs. Yeah. And then here comes Nikita with these very well thought of, well worked out songs, and this sound and everything about you is quite different from what most people in the region would be jamming to. When you was beginning and you found your style, were you scared that it would take time for us to like absorb your style?
I'm still scared, maybe it's not the word, but still anxious and still unsure. So when people received X the way it was received, I'm actually so confused. I'm like, so what is it exactly that guys like? I'm still a bit somewhere in the middle. And that's why I'm not always rushing to release things, because it's an experiment. It's a continuous experiment. And so I was really shocked. But I'm riding on that wave and seeing what it is. And plus, I would love to create my own genre. Have it have a name on its own. Like Sojourn, they created the Rumba Trap. Probably Sauti Sol created the African soul, the Kenyan soul. I want to create a vibe of my own that people can then build, and Kenyans can start listening to it actively. And people who are doing music like me aren't discouraged that it won't hit in Kenya, but do it just because they love it and just to see how it goes. Because I won't change my music. I get advice all the time from the biggest people, like the biggest artists, the biggest celebrities, or your music is not commercial, or blah, blah, blah. I don't care. What I'm doing is because I love it. And it's working for me now,
so far so good.
So far so good.
Yeah. So your vocals are out of this world, and anyone who will follow you on social media from the different covers you do, it's like the first thing they will pick from you, you know. I've seen some of the amazing works you have done with some really amazing artists locally, and I'm talking about, I was really mind blown over Christmas when you did your sesh with Sauti Sol, and that was out of this world amazing. You guys made our Christmas and it was during quarantine, so we couldn't do so much, so TV was big and all, so getting to see that side of you with Sauti Sol was really amazing. So my question would be, how does it feel to be at a point where you can now work with people who are that big? Because Sauti Sol are like Africa's best band, global, we love them, and you're here doing music with them and you just sound equally as good, if not better. So I'm like, how was that experience working with such people? I've even seen Savara bumping in one of your videos. It was like such a surprise.
It's crazy because we formed such a beautiful friendship with them, because of how much we respect each other. People seem to not understand that the respect we give each other as artists, it's never about the numbers. It's about the meticulousness of each other's work that makes me admire you. So when Sauti Sol called me, they weren't like, okay, we're looking for the girl that has the highest views. Because I'm not that girl. I'm not the girl with the highest views in Kenya. But am I the girl that they see potential in something much greater? Am I the girl that they respect the musicality? I see it as so. And so the happiness that is in me is more about the respect that they have for me. It's not even about, forget Sauti Sol and the brand Sauti Sol. It's about Bien, about Savara, about Polycarp and Shimano. How long have they been in this industry to know what's good and what's not good? So for them to consider me to be good and to the standard that they call amazing, honestly, that's where I take pride in. Forget everyone else. That's where I take pride in.
Yeah. All right. You've also had a lot of great moments in your journey. As crazy as it could be, putting everything together, releasing your music, you've also had some really fantastic times. And I want you to probably give us a highlight of some of the best moments you've enjoyed in your career so far.
So far, I think So Christmas was one thing. You know, before I went to So Christmas, my mom was like, but then my mom is such a big part of my music career, I think that's why I keep talking about her. So my mom was like, you know, it's gonna trend. And I was like, this is just how being a mom. And it trended and became so big, it made my Christmas was the greatest Christmas gift. It blew up. So that was a highlight. And then number 2, X, of course, finally feeling appreciated for the work that I'm doing. That is so satisfying. And sometimes as you go forward, I keep forgetting that where I am right now is where I wished to be 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't appreciate the small things. You know, you could be having something now that you wish you had 5 years ago, and because you're seeing something higher right now, you're not appreciating where you are right now.
Yeah.
So I think just X. And then also, of course, Afrima. The reason I was really grateful for the Afrima Awards was because a whole board saw a 16-year-old, I think that time I was 16 or 17, and was like, we love this and we're gonna vote for her to win this thing. And honestly, that thing until today still shocks me. So
Right.
yeah, those are the biggest.
Yeah, you've mentioned your mom so many times. Clearly, she's very influential in your
Yeah.
music career. A lot of young people would love to get into that space and probably don't get enough support from their families, because they probably suggest you could do another course and
Medicine.
other things in engineering, and you know, you have to do some serious things. Music is, you know, there's that notion around music. So what advice would you give other parents who have talented kids like you are, and just how important has the support from your family been for you?
I mean, really, the support that my folks have given me in this industry is the reason why I am where I am today. Because it's not just about the support of Nikita, you can do it. Go do what you want to do, you can do it. It's not. It's never been that. It's been actively being there and pushing me through every single thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Financially investing in my music. That's another big thing, because it's very expensive. Being in the industry is so expensive. Small things. You know, you can't wear this in this interview, then you wear this in the same interview. You know, some people don't realize you've already spent 5,000 because of a freaking interview. You know, those small things, if you don't have that support, it can be really tough to make it on your own. So I would definitely say to parents, just take time and invest. The normal conventional conservative jobs, people can do that, but at the end of the day, if they had a passion for something else, they usually run away. A lot of people in the industry already have an engineering degree, but they left the engineering, they left their job, they left their medicine thing to come and do their passion.
Yeah.
Just because you have a job, it doesn't necessarily mean security. Think beyond financial security. There's mental security and being comfortable and confident with what you're doing. So I feel like if you really love your child, that's something you should at least try and do. And even though you might not be 100% comfortable with it, give it a go. Even if it's in small bits and pieces. Even if you tell them to go to school, allow them to do something on the side, just to keep that passion going.
All right.
Yeah.
And you come off very conscious and very woke as a very young person. What keeps you grounded, and what makes you maintain that level of sanity for yourself?
I think I experienced so much being in the industry as a young person and having to learn a lot about the industry at such an early age. I would not call myself intelligent because that's who I am, I will call myself intelligent because of the experiences I've had and what I had to learn through the. So people often look and be like, "Oh, you're good at what you do. Oh, everything went well." There's so many mistakes that I made so that I could learn from them and become a better person from them. So I guess what I'll tell people is that don't be scared to make the mistake. Make the mistake. If you're young, make the mistakes. I mean, the best way to learn is through those mistakes.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
So what more can we expect from you besides the EP? What else should we look forward to?
I have something so big coming on Friday, as in keeping it inside. I can't even.
Besides the EP?
Yeah.
Oh really? Can I get a tiny little clue? Like just this much, and then we can start guessing?
Oh, I tell them a clue.
Yeah. Yeah.
A clue.
Hmm.
It's something that millions of people are going to see. Let me just say that.
But even if it's no,
That's the only clue I can
not
give
a
you.
good clue.
No, don't look at it as what millions of people are gonna see. Ask yourself, why are millions of people gonna see? So where? What is making people see? So yeah,
The
that's
second
all I can
question
say.
did not even make it any better. Now I'm more confused than I was at the beginning.
But it's big. I can't. It's
I
so
cannot
big.
wait to see that.
It's so big. I can't even imagine. That
You're
it's
super
my
excited
life.
for it? Oh really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh really?
Sometimes I just look at me. And
Girl,
I'm
you're
like,
going to be on the cover of a magazine that's international.
I'm
It
not
could
saying
be
anything.
that. Guys, let's keep guessing. Let's keep guessing, right? Okay, just give them a little bit of your lyrical prowess, just for anyone who's seeing you here for the first time. Like,
Okay.
who is? Yeah, please, with X.
With X.
Yes, please.
And even when we try to throw this all behind, I find myself inside of your arms again. And what if I'm insane and taking me for granted? I would never come to forgive myself, 'cause I ain't tryna be your ex. So don't call me if you ain't tryna follow my way. I'm on top of my game. I'm on my way and I'm on my wave, yeah. So don't call me if you ain't tryna vibe on my wave. I'm on top of my game.
Sis, who are you? No, seriously, who are you? Actually, why did we give her one bouquet? She needs like 10 of them, right? One is so disrespectful for you. No, seriously. I'm here having goosebumps. I'm about to call my ex. But yo, sis, you're not taking me back. He's in the zoo. He's in the zoo and I'm staying in the zoo. No, I'm giving you more reasons as to why you need to go and check out Nikita Kering and support her music. She's doing the most. And we cannot wait to see her big, grandiose reveal, which she has decided to give us clues that led us nowhere. But it's fine. We are here cheering you on. Come back when more things happen. This seat is always open for you, and you are so drop dead gorgeous. These
Thank
people don't
you.
even, like, she looks better in real life. Like, she's a queen on TV, and then here, like,
Oh wow,
she's
you're
so
gorgeous
cute.
as well. Thank you.
Like, that's why I asked her, who are you? Just go give your mom a handshake. Like, mom, you did that. You did that. Now that's the whole topic central. See you later in the week with so much more. Ciao.